Thank you for hearing our voices tonight. It is some calming relief that you're willing to listen to us.
We are always willing to listen.
My name is Donald Champney. I live at 1678 Wallin Lake Road, which is 1.1 miles north of where the proposed plant's going to be. I could sit here and talk about everybody's concerns, but I just want to leave this impression in your mind. Me and my wife moved here a long time ago, and for the most part, we lived in the city, you know, and I was blessed to buy a house that abuts Buck Hill Management Area. My property abuts that little green sliver that comes down. My property abuts that. That was my lifelong childhood goal, is to buy a piece of property where I know it's going to be safe, where it can't be built. That being said, I love spring. Spring is here. What I look forward to the most in my wife is my granddaughter. She's 8 years old. Her name's Olivia, and they live in the city. And she comes up on the weekend to spend time at Grandma and Pepe's. I know I'm not that old, but she comes and spends time, and me and her have she's so in tune to the nature and the surroundings. We sat one night on my front porch, and you'd hear a tree frog. And then you'd hear the other one. And I'm like, what's that one? I said, that's the male calling the female, and you know. That was just one thing. And then one night, I took my cell phone, had an app on it, Sky Map or whatever it is, because the stars are so beautiful. And we looked, and I'm like, yep, that's the Big Dipper. And she looks forward to that. And then one time we woke up in the morning, and I was just so blessed in the springtime to have 8 deer in my backyard, which they're there a lot, but the look on her face when she saw them with their little fawns, I just want to, you know, I want my granddaughter, who's going to inherit that property, hopefully someday, to be able to carry on to her children and her grandchildren the spirituality and the love and peace of nature that she so feels, and for kids these days, how important that is to instill that outdoors and environment is good for all of us. And thank you very much for listening to us, and I really hope that you hear our voice, or hear my granddaughter's voice. Thank you very much.